It's a team event this week on the PGA Tour in New Orleans, so we figured we would rank the top 5 power duos in golf history. You ready for this?
I think I'm ready.
I'm with you. I think I'm ready as well. I'm going to start. I'll start here. I'll go number 5. I think you're going to like this one. It took me a little bit of time to figure out if I was going to go with it or not. Ricky Fowler and the color orange, I think, is in my top 5. I'm shocked he still does it. I'm shocked he still rocks it on Sunday. For years, when Ricky was in his prime, you'd go to tournaments, you'd see the 45-year-old dad, all orange, occasionally the white belt, but sometimes with the orange belt as well. Very popular with the youngsters when Ricky was going. And like I said, has not gone away from it. I mean, you got to give Tiger love as well. Like, still goes with the red on Sundays. That's one of those things I think if I did it, I probably, after a couple of years, would go, all right, this is up. We're going to move on from it. But they don't move on from it. And I think Ricky, when you think about Ricky, if I asked you to name 5 words to go alongside Ricky Fowler, orange would definitely be in your top 5. So that's my number 5.
That's a good one. What would your Sunday color be? Do you have one?
I'd probably go blue. I'm kind of a blue guy. But I mean, I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to go with the color. Like, you've got to be committed. I mean, look at this with the hat back in the day. And
he's trying to tame it down a little bit too. But
yeah, I know. Now he does
not really
the orange. he would like Sunday at RBC. He had full orange shirt, that color orange. But and you could sneaky throw in Ricky and Puma, honestly, as a dynamic duo. I mean, was Puma even in golf before Ricky Fowler? I don't think so. So,
yeah, I don't know. Jonas Blixt, obviously.
Yeah. Woodland was a big guy. Jonas Blixt. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah. People forget.
You come for this show so you can get some Jonas Blixt in your life. What's your number 5?
A runner-up at the 2014 Masters alongside Spieth. My number 5, I also did clothing. I wanted something with Tiger. I didn't know where to put them. A lot of mine are more modern.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking Tiger and Stevie Williams, perhaps, but I did Tiger and Nike.
Okay.
That's the one I put at number 5. They're just synonymous with each other. I know he's got this whole Sunday red era he's going through right now. I'm not buying it, Shane. It's always going to be Tiger.
You're literally not buying it. Is what you're saying.
No,
you're literally not buying it.
Because I can't afford a $50 ball mark.
They don't pay us enough on this show to be buying Sunday red. That's for sure.
Yeah. So Tiger and Nike was my number 5. I think you could obviously have it up a bit more because they are so synonymous, but I needed the cat somewhere in there, and he slotted in there.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Patrick Cantlay in the back door. Just
really good. Very good. My favorite thus far.
A perpetual T8 type of guy. If you need someone to go out there and collect, I don't know, $300,000 for you, I'm putting all my money on Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, man, that's so good. I gotta look at his Wikipedia.
I was a little concerned. There's a run there maybe a couple years ago. He finished, I think, between T12 and T18 in maybe 6 straight major championships and never hit a consequential shot on Sunday, which is just exactly what you want from this guy. The U.S. Open last year definitely concerned me a little bit, frightened me a little bit. Like, oh, maybe this guy got over it, but perhaps not. So it's Cantlay in the back door at number 4 for me.
Does Patrick Cantlay win a major or no?
I think he will. I've been so high on Cantlay. Like every year preview, I'm like, this guy's winning multiple times. He's so well-rounded. He's a killer in Ryder Cups and President's Cup. It's going to finally translate on the PGA Tour or on the major championship stage. So I'm going to say, yeah. I don't know which one. I don't know when, but I don't think he does either, which is the beauty of it.
But by the way, look at this run as Josh throws this up for us. I mean, that's 3 missed cuts, 2019 to 2025 in majors. It's like, it's never terrible. It's just always middle of the pack.
Yeah, like 21 to 24, just all T14s to like T25s.
Yeah, if you want somebody to shoot 71 in a major, Patrick Cantlay is your guy. Yeah. Like, he can shoot 71 anywhere in the world. He's not shooting 65, but he'll crush you with a 71. All right, my number 4, a little nerdy, a little golfy. I don't know if you're going to like it, but it's true. Bill Coore and Ben Crenshaw. I
Okay.
think it's a dynamic duo in golf. Some of the best modern golf courses in the world. Um, the way they design golf courses is right up my alley. Very, very natural. Not having to do a lot with the land. I could name 20 core Crenshaw golf courses that I love, and I think that they're going to be the ones that in 100 years people go, "Oh, you're playing a core Crenshaw." Like that's the group I think is going to do that. So core Crenshaw in my top 5, and I thought it was necessary to include them.
Topical too, right? They got they're in
Yeah,
charge of
number
Pinehurst,
11,
number
right?
11.
Yeah, number 11 at Pinehurst. By the way, I asked Andy Johnson this. How many is Pinehurst going to do? Like, are they going to do
Oh,
20? Are they going to do
I,
30?
I was thinking hundreds, honestally. The
Hey,
entire state of
what's
North
your lineup
Carolina.
this week? I'm playing 2, 11, 74, 98, and 63. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, I gotta take a flight in between the second and third rounds to the other side of the state, but we're looking forward to it.
What'd you do on your summer solstice? So I played all 100. I played all
Yeah.
100 on summer solstice day, longest day of the year. But yeah, I like that. By the way, if you read some of the old Crenshaw stories, Patrick, about and Zach Blair does this, I think now, or he did it for a while, is he would go play, like he'd go to a tournament week and he'd go play all the classic architecture golf courses on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and not really play practice rounds. By the way, I dig that. I'm so into
Yeah.
that. I think that's so cool.
Let your caddy do the work. You have some fun.
I've seen it. I've seen Harvard
Yeah,
Town. It's
I've
fine.
seen it.
I'm
Know
gonna go
what it
play
does.
Yeamans. Like I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'll see you guys at the Pro Am. But what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Shane. Did you watch the recent season of White Lotus at all?
I haven't yet. I have
Okay.
not yet. But we're about to knock Survivor out, and that's next up on the wife and I's list.
Oh, you guys are a Survivor family. Okay.
Yeah, we're in our 40s. I mean, we're old now.
Speaking of Pinehurst, what season of Survivor is this? Like 50?
Oh my gosh, I think it's like 48 or 49 or something.
Okay.
It's,
Sorry.
It's by the way, it still slaps too.
Still
man.
hits.
I'm telling you, still so good. I listened to there's a podcast called No Buffs that I listen to after that the dudes, the No Dunks guys, formerly the Starters guys, do, and it's great. Like all in on Survivor all the time.
Dang. Okay. I haven't really watched since the Russell Hance days. What is that? Like a couple 20 seasons ago, something like that.
I was gonna say like season 18 or something.
The heyday. Well, I bring up White Lotus because there's a character in this season. You'll probably know who it is once you start watching. That reminded me of Michael Greller a little bit, where things are going great early on. Yeah. Seems like a very calm situation. He gets hit with some news back home that really ramps up his anxiety, and he just starts stealing his wife's anti-anxiety pills, and kind of just starts drinking and drowning himself in the extracurriculars. And so I put Michael Greller in anti-anxiety medicine. I don't know if he takes any. I doubt he does, but it really popped into my attention Friday at the Masters when Spieth is on the cut line. In the second round, he's like the last guy out on the golf course. He has that branch in front of him, and Greller, like Spieth is just complaining to air pretty much, and Greller's like, "I don't care, dude. Hit a shot." And
when he told him to walk away, right? Didn't he say walk away for a minute?
Yeah. And so I put number 3, Michael Greller, in anti-anxiety medicines, even though I don't know his full prescription.
So I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show, but if you I was rewatching, I think it was 15 pre-Masters, because we were doing one of those Twitter spaces on the anniversaries of all the Masters, and it'd been 10 years. So all right, so Josh is really good, by the way. All right, so Greller has aged like those pictures of presidents. When they show them when they first get in office, and then when it's like year 4.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him back in the heyday. Young Jordan Spieth. He's got the full brown, dark beard. He's happy. He's smiling. And just look at the face. And the face on the right is the face he makes all the time now.
All the time.
Always. It's gray. He's aged. He's been in the Oval Office for way too long. Like every meeting is just a disaster. And the aging of Michael Greller. We need to make like a poster of that.
Dang, that's a great pull by producer Josh.
Way to go, Josh. I'm very proud of you. All right, my number 3 is Chris. It's LPGA Major Week, so I figured I'd throw an LPGA duo in there. Christy Kerr and Lexi Thompson. Not one you probably thought you'd hear on the
Okay.
show. Didn't play a lot of Solheims together, but they never lost as a duo. 4-0-2 combined. I find that impressive. I love the way Christy kind of brought the best out in Lexi back in those days. It always felt like Lexi played her best at Solheim Cups, like way more confident with the putter for whatever reason. And Lexi to me is kind of the, the Sergio or the Justin Rose or the Ian Poulter of the American Solheim Cups, where she'd make the 8-footers that mattered and she'd hit the big shots when she needed to. And then you'd get to a US Open and it would be the complete opposite of that. But I did love what Christy did. Christy's a very confident player. I mean, believed in herself a lot. She knew good talent when she saw it. And for whatever reason, that duo, I wish they played a few more, but they were scary when they played together.
That's a good one. Is Lexi, I know she like quote unquote retired, but then she was playing a little bit too.
Yeah,
I kind of lost track of that storyline.
She's like the media member that's like, I'm done, I'm leaving. And then it's like, oh, we got a new podcast. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought you were done. Yeah, she hasn't quite, I'm sure she's
like Coach K. She's still coaching behind the scenes.
Yeah, Josh, look up if she's still in the field this week, because I'm sure she's playing the Chevron.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was getting at. Okay, I do like that one, especially with Jay Ray, what he's going to have. I will say my number 2 is, like I mentioned, a bit more modern here. Colin Morikawa and his puppy Koa as my dynamic duo.
I thought you were going to go with the puppy in the puppy shoes.
Well, that's where I'm at, and I just looked up Colin Morikawa, and the U.S. Sun has so many stories about his dog. And the title is Inside the Glamorous Life of Colin Morikawa's Dog. And it's just pictures of him, maybe her. I'm not sure of the gender.
Patrick, we hope one day to be so successful that somebody writes about how good our dog's life is. Like, that's when you've made it.
Yeah, New York Post is on it. People.com are on it. It's everywhere. It's honestly incredible. I think
what's the Google hit? What's the Google hit if you type that in? Like, are you getting like 11,000 returns or more?
I don't know where. Oh, here we go. About 6,800.
I mean,
that's kind of a lot.
That's a lot.
Probably 6,800 too many, honestly.
It may, yeah, 67, 80 probably too many. I'm with
you.
But
that duo to me, they're everywhere together. They've been the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. And Koa and Colin Morikawa are my number 2.
Patrick, do you have a dog?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Lab. You love your dog?
Love my pup.
Yeah. I got a dog as well. Love my dog. We're in a culture now we're a little too obsessed with the dogs, and we need to kind of scale it back a little bit.
And bringing them everywhere.
Everywhere, inside every restaurant. They're always in the front seat of the car. Are we turning those airbags off, guys? Or we just let the dog sit up there? It's just the end of their life. You get a fender bender. Everything flying, traveling. Oh man,
agreed.
This wasn't the purpose of the dog. The dog was at home. They were our pal. They were our best friend. They weren't supposed to be basically our partner, and that's where I feel like we're at right now with dogs. We need to scale it back a little bit.
I totally agree. Speaking of flying, last year I was next to this woman who had her little yappy dog, and she was in borderline tears, just completely distraught. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, they made me put my dog through the x-ray machine in TSA. I was like, good. I don't know what you're carrying in her.
Listen, I do not condone this type of behavior, but God, what an incredible. I bet the dog's like, what in the hell is going on? What is this thing? I've never been in here before in my life. Like, did I do something wrong? Am I in trouble? I feel for the dog. Josh just shared there's someone who lives in my apartment that I've never seen the dog walking on its own. It's always in a stroller. I mean, that should be like the number one question on a dating app. Do you put your dog in a stroller? And then if that's a yes, that's an I'm out. We're out. No chance in hell that's working out. But back to our duos, of course. By the way, Lexi is in the field this week of the Chevron, in case you're wondering. So she's retired playing a major championship. She'll probably finish well. She'll finish 7th or 8th, right? I mean, that's what's going to happen. My number 2 on duos in golf, and it should be one, but it's not, Seve and Jose Maria.
Okay.
Like the best duo in golf history. 11-2-2 all time in Ryder Cups. Nobody paired better. It was like wine and steak. maybe a couple of steakhouse visits in a single day, like a nice red wine, a really good steak, Sevi, Jose Maria. If they were going against you, you were going to lose. That was the bottom line.
Completely changed the culture, turned the European team into pretty much what it is today too.
Yep.
That
Patrick,
is a good one.
By the way, did you hear, like we talk a lot about the Ryder Cup. I mean, you and I love the Ryder Cup. I think everybody does. If you're a golf fan or a sports fan, it's one of the best events in golf. It's one of the best events in sports, in my opinion. And we talk so much like, man, the Europeans, the way they go about their business, the Americans, the way they kind of do their own thing. Rory, in his Masters winning press conference, says, I love that it was Justin Rose in the playoff because of the Ryder Cup points. Who thinks about, you think if it was Bryson and Brooks, they would have said that? Or Jordan and Bryson, they would have thought about the Ryder Cup in that moment? I mean, if you're like, I truly think the Europeans are going to smoke the Americans this year at Bethpage. I think it's going to be bad. But when you hear that type of stuff 6 months out, you're like, of course, no wonder they're in this position.
Yeah, I feel like American players, not all of them, but a decent amount, they just say they're thinking about the Ryder Cup.
100% agree with you.
Just because it's the right thing to say,
100% agree.
As opposed to the Europeans who are probably like in their group chat every single day, like talking through things.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no American would have said that about Justin Rose and being in a playoff. My number one, funny enough, is about the U.S. Ryder Cup team. Okay. And the duo I paired it with is disappointment in Europe, because it just always goes hand in hand together.
Pretty good.
Just can't win over there. Even when they roll out a star-studded cast with Zach Johnson at the helm, who's pulling all the right levers. He couldn't get the boys in motion with his stellar Italian too during the opening ceremonies. But I'm with you, Shane. I don't know if it's going to go well for the boys in the red, white, and blue at Bethpage Black, especially with the second half of that team very much up in the air. But it could be disappointment in Long Island this year, but it has been disappointment in Europe for the past handful of decades. So that is my number one duo in golf.
I love that. My number one is going back to Mr. Tiger Woods, Tiger and Earl. Just impossible to beat that duo. I mean, dad, son, got it right away. Young age, throughout history, a hug at 97 Masters. You're not going to get better than that, and that's just where I sit. But I really like I like America and disappointment in when it goes European. I like I said, I think there's going to be disappointment this year. The way the Europeans are playing right now, it just feels like it's going to be a victory.